Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Lakers basketball. We're now 2-3 on the season. Lakers get another win, back-to-back wins, beating Denver Nuggets tonight to go 2-3 on the season. First win against a top team in the West. Didn't have a chance to shoot a video after we lost to the Spurs, going 0-3. I wasn't really hot. I was just kind of like trying to search for where we need to fix. Obviously, it was on the defensive end. We fixed that going into Phoenix Suns. Obviously, Phoenix Suns didn't play that second half with Devin Booker, and they got a lot of work to do. But that was a good warm-up for tonight against a top team, Denver Nuggets in the West, 4-0, coming off a win against the Warriors. Denver Nuggets is a top team up and down that lineup, and we had to play good. We had to play with minimal turnovers, tough defense, fast pace, and taking good shots, and that's what we did down the stretch to win the game. LeBron James, 28, 11, 11, balled out. He's been playing really well. Like the second half of the Spurs, I thought I was going to call out LeBron James because he played well the second half of the Spurs game. From that point on, I wasn't even tripping on his missed free throws and whatnot. But the two first games, he was kind of sleepwalking, just feeling his things out. And I was like, we need you to step up a little bit. Just step up a little bit. He did that second half of the Spurs, going into the Phoenix Suns game, and then coming into this game, he's playing at a more, I guess, a higher intent, like with more emphasis, if you will. And he did that tonight, going for his first triple-double of the season. Kuzma chipped in, Josh Hart chipped in, JaVale McGee played well, another 20-point game for him. Lance Stevenson, just like he did in the Phoenix Suns game, kind of went on a run on his own in the fourth quarter. I think that was the fourth quarter or the third, one of the two, either third or fourth, but we were down by 6 or 7 or something like that, and he scored, I think, 8 points straight or something of that nature, but really balling out against Denver Nuggets kind of starting squad. And so I give it up to Lance. But I think this game, in my opinion, the X factor in this game was Lonzo Ball. I was calling him out because everybody was calling him out because he was kind of lackadaisical in the first half. Denver Nuggets really wasn't putting pressure on us, and we were playing really sloppy. It seemed like the team was asleep or whatnot. So I was calling Lonzo out because he was way better than that. I was like, Lonzo need to wake up. Svi gave us some minutes too, but Lonzo woke up going into the second half, or ending the first half, and then coming out of the break, hitting that first three-pointer. But he balled out in the second half, and I'm not talking about only on the offensive end. He put in some shots on the offense. Did that one Oregon, that UCLA versus Oregon move on Jokic when he did that step back three, nothing but net. But Lonzo Ball defense in this game, if you watch the tape, he's got about 15 plays in this game that no one called out. The announcers didn't call out. He had about 8 defensive highlights that obviously everybody saw. Just the average person saw. There's about 15 other defensive plays that he made that he was a part of. Either it was a tap up when Jokic was going for a rebound, him switching on Millsap and playing good defense on Millsap without fouling, on Trey Lyles in the block without fouling, and he switched on Jokic and still played good defense on Jokic, which he's like one of the best big men in the league right now. And Lonzo switching on all those guys, knowing how to play defense, putting his hip on somebody without fouling, and playing really good defense. Not only that, the steals, the high IQ, knowing where to be, knowing when to help out, when not to help, knowing how to get his hand on the ball without fouling, things like that. There was about 15 plays. Watch the tape. There's about 15 plays plus another 8 or so that he basically was blatantly like a defensive star out there, ripping Jamal Murray, D'ing him up, picking him up full court, and whatnot. And then with Lonzo passes, the high IQ that he brought to the table, absolutely I give Lonzo Ball a huge factor in getting this win. Kuzma chipped in, balling out 22. People are talking about should he start over Brandon Ingram. That's for another video. I'll probably shoot that tomorrow. I still think Brandon Ingram should start, but Kuzma obviously is a better scorer than Brandon Ingram, but Brandon Ingram has the starter mentality, in my opinion, kind of who has give us that defense, the ball handling, and the playmaking abilities. I think to start, Kuzma should play starter minutes and maybe play even more minutes than Brandon Ingram. So that's for another video. But anyway, Kuzma's balling out. JaVale McGee's balling out. Josh Hart's balling out. His three-point shots looking beautiful. I mean, he was 1 for 6 today, but I mean, I just like what I'm seeing out of Josh Hart. Him starting now over KCP. KCP does look good off the bench in minimal minutes. Obviously, now you're going to give Lance Stevenson more minutes than KCP or whatnot, or he's more valuable, as we've seen over the last few games, what he can do on the offensive end and things like that, and defensive end. But having said that, I'm very pleased, like super ecstatic about this game on how well our guys, Lonzo, Kuzma, JaVale McGee, LeBron, kind of ran the team and really played at a good pace. Played fast when he had to, facilitated when he had to, and kind of stepped up and made big layups and big shots down the stretch. He still, in my opinion, he was what? He missed 7 shots. It looked like he missed 10 easy, like bunnies at the rim. He was 10 for 7, still efficient, crazy efficient. But for the most part, LeBron James could have easily had like 37 tonight. He missed like some gimmies. But we stepped up against a good Denver Nuggets team. Super excited about it. I was straight going bonkers when there was a stretch when Lonzo made some good defensive plays and came back and had that one-on-one with the Joker and kind of did the UCLA versus Oregon step back. Nothing but net. It looked so pretty. I was yelling at the house, going crazy. I love that. I'm glad. Lonzo's my guy, and I'm glad to see him step up and play like he's been playing, showing the world that he's an all-star and he plays first-team All-NBA defense. I don't care. Show me a better defensive guard than Lonzo right now. Please point that out to me. I don't know if there is one. And I'm serious. There is no, don't talk to me about Chris Paul making another first-team All-Defense that he's better than Lonzo. No way, hands down. Watch the tape. Lonzo is playing all NBA first team defense, and it's showing more and more. He's getting these plays where now the camera's catching him, but even when the camera's not catching him, when he's just kind of getting a tip here, tip off the rebound, and, you know, knowing when to help and things like that, switching on guys and knowing how to body up and bang with the big men, and not getting in foul trouble. I mean, the dude's IQ on the defensive end is out of this world. Anyway, super proud, super ecstatic about the team. Anyway, I think we got, I don't know who we got, Spurs deck coming this Saturday. I'll check. Anyway, hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing. Holla at your boy. Catch you in the next video. Peace.